Alright everybody, guess who has Patreon now? Me! Yes, I finally have Patreon. And the videos are $1 now. Yes, the videos are $1, the drawings are $1, and the short animations are $1. So basically everything is $1. And you can only see it on Patreon. Or if you want to wait like a month or two, sure, you could until the video is released. But if you want to see it, it's on Patreon. I'll be discussing more about Final Fantasy, Sonic, Fire Emblem, probably start with that, and then there's more. There's gonna be more things that are coming in the way. So for right now, it's only like Final Fantasy videos. So if you want to join, the link is in the description, and if you don't, well, you're gonna have to wait a month. Fire Emblem Three Houses is one of the most addicting games ever. I have passed this game so many times, and I played several routes. I played the independent route, Black Eagles, Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. And I'm gonna be honest, the Blue Lions is by far my favorite route. This is like, not only is it addicting, but it's my favorite Fire Emblem game. Right now I'm playing Engage, Sacred Stones. I'm playing like mostly all of them so I could get into the Fire Emblem franchise. But this is my favorite one. It has such a Harry Potter vibe, and the protagonist looks so fucking cool. But is it necessary to play the entire route? Is it necessary to play independent Black Eagles, Golden Deer, and Blue Lions? Well, I mean, if you want to try the entire story out, I guess, sure. But I'm gonna be honest, I think the only route to take in this entire game is the Blue Lions. Because I tried all the routes. I tried all of them, and I'm gonna be honest, some of them, they tend to get kind of boring, and with the Blue Lions, it's like the most interesting route. But yes, I'm only going to discuss about the Blue Lions, because the Blue Lions is the canon route. So let me say everything else about this game before I get to that. All these characters are amazing. I have never played a game where a cast of characters are that great. All these characters, I had to like just want them on my team. I had to recruit each of these characters on my team. Because that's how great of a game this is. Like, these characters, they make you feel like you care about them. I mean, not all of them are great, but most of them are amazing. And I already knew about Fire Emblem before. This was not my first Fire Emblem game. I already knew about Awakening, I already knew about Fate, I already knew about the first one. I did play the first one, the very first Fire Emblem game, and it's whatever, but it's still fun. I mean, it got me into the franchise mostly. But Three Houses, it does something that I never thought it would do, is getting into these characters and the story. I'm going to have to say that Three Houses is better than Engage. And I should be making a video about comparing it, but I don't want to piss off the fandom. So anyway, there's just something great about this game. Like, it's just, like, I'm a Harry Potter fan. And this is already, like, too much for me. Like, you get to pick whatever class you want. You get to teach whatever class you want. You get to learn new abilities while learning old abilities, too. Yet something I really did like about Three Houses is that you get to learn old and new abilities. Because if I remember correctly, Awakening and Fates doesn't do that. I think this is the first Fire Emblem game where you get to learn multiple abilities. Look, I played Fates and I played Awakening. Awakening is actually a good game, but this one is just like, it's just so much better. You actually get to have the option to rewind time and have a chance to save your comrades. And Byleth's design is just fantastic. Whether it's male or female, it is the best design in the series. So with the whole story of Fire Emblem Three Houses, it's just basically Edelgard trying to conquer all the continents. Yeah, she's trying to conquer all the countries or continents, and then you as a professor are trying to teach your students how to learn these abilities, when the only ability that this professor even knows is basically using a sword, but it's a teacher, so yeah, basically. And then all three of them, they end up going to war during this time skip. So yeah, the true villain of this entire story is Edelgard, and I thought, like, I didn't expect Edelgard to be the villain. I thought the villain was going to be the woman at the church, the tall green-haired lady, her. I thought she was going to be the villain, but no, it's Edelgard the entire time. The thing is that I don't remember her. She looks so suspicious, that's why. She looks very suspicious, but Edelgard is the real villain of this entire story. Claude's story, look, I played it, and it's just basically the happiest route you're ever going to take. Dimitri's route, though. Yeah, we're gonna have to discuss about Dimitri. The Blue Lions route is the best route, and it's the most depressing route. I have not played every Fire Emblem game, and Fire Emblem game is just basically war itself, and like mostly all Fire Emblem games are just basically talking about war. But the Blue Lions route, it just does such a perfect job with the telling of how war is. Okay, I know I keep talking about the Blue Lions, but I'm gonna have to... It's just like this game is just so amazing, man, and I was just addicted to it. I was like, I have 400 hours playing in this fucking game because of how great these characters and everybody is. And then there's like the romantic option where you get to ship everybody together, and I couldn't stop doing that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Marianne, if you don't get her social link up until a B or an A, like before the time skip, she kills herself, and I did not notice that until like my second playthrough. I was looking for Marianne for the entirety of like trying to recruit her, and she died. And I didn't expect that. I was like, where the fuck is Marianne? I was looking through the entire school, and somebody told me online that she kills herself if you don't get a B or an A, you know, with her social link, and I was like, oh, I fucked up there. So the Blue Lions... Oh boy, this is probably the best story in then, you know, the entire Fire Emblem franchise. For the moment that I am playing Engage, and Engage is, it's fine, but Blue Lions is already enough. Like, it's like the only route you should take in Fire Emblem Three Houses. Dimitri is a really good character, and these characters in the Blue Lions are perfect. You know what? All these characters are fantastic, but there's something about the Blue Lions. It's just, like, I have to join them. I played the Golden Deer first. That was my first route. And it was just too happy. I was like, there's no way this game is just too happy. And Edelgard's route is just basically trying to... You have two options with that route. Yes, you have two options with Edelgard's route. You either join her or you're against her. But I joined her just to see what the story of her side was about. And then I joined the independent route. The Blue Lions was the last route I took because, I don't know, I wasn't really interested in it at first. But when I played it, oh my god, it's like, why didn't I pick that route first? Why didn't I choose? Why did I have to pick the Golden Deer first and not pick the Blue Lions? Because the Blue Lions is just, it's absolutely fantastic. Especially Dimitri's breakdown and how unhinged he is. Look, I played this game several times, but I don't remember why he's so unhinged. I guess he's just like, he's gone through a lot as a kid, and I mean, so has Edelgard, but Edelgard, if I remember correctly, because I played this game when it came out, and that was years ago, from what I remember about her story is that her siblings died. Yeah, her siblings died, and she was the only one left. And with Dimitri and her, they're basically like, they grew up kind of like, I guess, step-siblings in a way? Yeah, from what I remember, is that they grew up as like step-siblings and they saw each other a few times during the years. And now Edelgard, as the Empress, the future Empress that she is, she wants to conquer all these countries. That's what she wants to do, and I don't remember why. Like, I have to play this game again. I already have like 400 hours and I do not remember the story at all. Look, I only played the Black Eagles once, and I played the Blue Lions after I passed it. I had to play the Blue Lions again and again because it's like the only route I could take now. It's the only route that makes sense. And my god, I feel so bad for Dimitri. He was just like, he was a little bit dorky at the beginning, and then like during the time skip, he just has depression. Well, at least he has his like professor during the time, because if you play the other routes, he dies. He dies at all the other routes, and I hate that because like, can I save him in the other routes? I only have to play the Blue Lions in order to save him, and so he could get his happy ending. No, you have to. That's the only route you have to take in order to save Dimitri, because the other characters, they're going to be fine, but Dimitri dies in the other routes, so that just gives you a hint that the Blue Lions is the canon route. And I hate that he dies in the other routes. So I was like, no way. It's like, I wanted to save him so badly, but you have to play the Blue Lions in order to save him. But in order for all this to make sense, the Blue Lions is the only one. Because the conflict of the story is just basically Dimitri and Edelgard. And Edelgard is the villain, and Dimitri is basically the hero. It's just sad to see like these two like siblings, I want to say siblings, but step-siblings, They had to go kill each other just because of differences. Like, it's a great story. It's a good story when you play the Blue Lions, because the other routes, the Golden Deer is just terrible. Like, it's kind of boring. It's just, there's nothing unhinged happening. I mean, there's also Edelgard's Path. Edelgard's Path is actually, it's also really good. But in order to get that happy ending, you have to, you have to sign with the Blue Lions. And marrying Dimitri is the best ending for Dimitri himself. Look, when I play the male route, I can't marry Dimitri as a male. But when I do, I chose Marianne and Dimitri because they're both suppressed. Yeah, Marianne and Dimitri are like basically like the side canon ship for me, but Byleth and Dimitri's story is just basically the canon route. Yeah, so when I say I like the Blue Lions a lot, I really do like the Blue Lions story a lot, but not just because of the characters, but the story is just like fantastic. It's like one of the best Fire Emblem stories I've ever played. I was going to make a long video essay about Three Houses, but I do not remember most of the story of Three Houses. All I remember is Edelgard's story, the Blue Lions, Claude's story. I don't even know what the fuck was going on with that one. And then there's the independent route where you're just trying to find out who you really are. But yes, to me, this is my favorite Fire Emblem game. And yeah, the Blue Lions, it's like the only route I'm going to take from now on. Because I really can't see the other routes. It's just like, they're kind of boring, but Edelgard's Path is actually not that bad. Blue Lions, fantastic. Claude's story was all over the place. I don't even know what the hell is going on with that one. And then the independent route is just trying to figure out what's going on. So to me, this game is a 10 out of 10. Well, for mostly some of the parts, but it's a fantastic game. Not really much to say, and not really much to complain about. Fantastic game.